Welcome to Lesson 20, the final lesson of Module 2. So we've covered a lot of ground in this module. 5 lead sources, sphere activation, open houses, phone prospecting, door knocking, social media, online leads, referral partners, geographic farming. All of it means nothing if you don't know what's working. So today we're going to talk about tracking, the discipline that separates agents who wonder why their pipeline isn't growing from the agents who know exactly which lever to pull. There are 4 reasons most agents don't track their lead generation numbers and why it's costing them. Reason number 1 is they don't know their numbers. If you don't know your contact to appointment ratio, you can't improve it. If you can't improve it, you're essentially hoping. And hope is not a business strategy. Reason number 2 is they confuse activity with productivity. Being busy is not the same as being effective. Making 50 calls that produce no conversation is very different from making 30 calls that produce 10 conversations. Only tracking reveals the difference. And reason number 3 is they abandon lead sources prematurely. Without data, an agent who's 3 months into geographic farming might give up because they haven't gotten a listing yet. Even though their consistency is about to pay off, data shows you when to stay the course. And lastly, reason 4, top producers are obsessed with their data. Every high earning agent I've ever studied knows their conversion rates at every stage of the funnel. This is not coincidence. Data is how they got there and how they stay there. Your lead generation scoreboard has 6 columns. Let me walk you through each one. Column number 1, contacts made, total people reached, calls, DMs, door knocks, conversations. This is your input number. Everything starts here. If this number is low, everything else will be low. Column number 2 is conversations head. Of those contacts, how many real two-way conversations did you have? This is your connection rate, and it tells you the quality of your outreach. Column number 3, appointments set. Of your conversations, how many led to a booked appointment, a buyer consultation, a listing presentation, a coffee meeting? Column number 4, appointments held. Of appointments set, how many actually showed up? This tracks your appointment quality and your follow-up effectiveness. Column number 5 is contracts written. Of the held appointments, how many became a signed buyer or a listing agreement? Column number 6 is closings. Of those signed contracts, how many closed? This tracks your deal management and fall through rate. 6 numbers you need to know, updated weekly, every Friday. Here are the benchmarks to measure yourself against as a new agent. 10 to 15%. Your contacts to conversations rate for phone prospecting. If you dial 50 numbers, expect 5 to 8 live conversations. If you're consistently below 10%, your list quality or your dialing time may need adjusting. 20 to 30%, your conversations to appointments rate. With a strong script and consistent follow-up, About 1 in 4 to 5 conversations should produce an appointment. If you're below 15%, focus on your script and your follow-up. 50 to 70%, your appointments to contracts rate. Of the appointments you hold, most should result in a signed agreement if you're having the right conversations up front. Know your numbers, compare them to these benchmarks, and when you find a gap, that's where your coaching, your practice, and your system adjustment goes. So building your weekly lead gen scoreboard, 4 principles for a tracking system that actually works. Principle number 1 is keep it simple. A Google Sheet, a whiteboard, a notebook. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you fill it in every single day. The best tracking system is the one you're actually using. Principle number 2 is review every Friday. Sit down with your scoreboard. Did you hit your targets? Where did you fall short? What do you adjust for next week? This 30-minute Friday review is one of the highest value activities in your week. Principle number 3 is share it with your accountability partner. Numbers shared publicly are numbers you're actually accountable to. Send your weekly scoreboard to your accountability partner every Friday. Let them ask the hard questions. And principle number 4, celebrate your inputs, not just your outcomes. You control how many calls you make. You don't control who picks up. So celebrate consistent effort. The results follow the inputs, not the other way around. So 5 action steps for lesson 20. Then let's have a little quick chat. 1, set up your lead gen scoreboard today. 6 columns, simple format, whatever tool works for you. 2, fill in last week's numbers as best as you can. Just estimate if you have to. Just fill it in. Don't worry too much about it. Number 3, set your specific targets for next week. Numbers, not ranges. 25 phone calls, not I'm going to do more calls. 4, share your scoreboard with your accountability partner and commit to a Friday review call. 5, review your scoreboard every Monday morning to start the week with clarity about what you need to accomplish. Now, here's what I wanted to say to you as you complete Module 2. You now have the 5 lead generation sources. You have systems for converting each one. You have a tracking framework that shows you what's working and what needs attention. That is a complete lead generation business. Most agents never build this. You have. Module 3 starts on day 81, and we're going to deep into the buyers from the very first conversation all the way to the closing table. But first of all, execute what you've learned in Module 2. Open houses, spear calls, prospecting, farming, pick your sources, work them, and track everything. You're building something real. I'm really proud of you. I'll see you in Module 3.